welcome back to Zero Escape 2 versus Last Reward. Let's see where this goes. Is this another warehouse?
なんか上の階、A 階の倉庫と似た感じの作りだね。ねえ、治療室で手に入れたマップ見せてもらえる？やっぱりそうだ。この倉庫、A 階の倉庫の真下にあるんだよ。
Huh, so it is.
あれってもしかして
Those doors are white.
3枚あるね。
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
やっぱりそうだ。これカラードドアだよ。ほら見て、脇にいつもの装置がついてるし。
So these are the third round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
うん。でももうその必要はないかも。
What do you mean?
だって私もシグマも今の BP は6じゃん。
Yeah, that's true. So?
私たちはペア番同士でしょ。
Yeah.
その対戦相手は誰？
Quark.
だよね。でもクォークは今治療用ポットの中にいるから。
所定の時刻までに投票を
This
行
is
わな
messed
か
up.
った場合、未投票者の選択は協力に設定されます。
You aren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
シグマだってそのつもりだったんじゃ
Not
ない
like
の？
this.
だからパターン C 今のこの組み合わせでいくことについて反対しなかったんじゃ。
No, that's not. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
いいって嘘つかなくても。私たちはパートナー、運命共同体なんだよ。隠し事はやめようよ。
This condition's a bunch of nonsense, though. I'm not hiding anything.
じゃあ本気で言ってるの？
Radical
協
space.
力を選ぶべきだって。ちょっとやめてよ。こんなチャンス二度とないかもしれないんだよ。次のラウンドで BP を8にすることができたとしても、その次で加点できるかどうかはわからないじゃん。それ以前のこととして3回目の AB ゲームが確実に行われるっていう保証もないし、今 BP が6の人は3人いるでしょ。リオ、K、ファイの3人。この3人のうちの誰かが次のラウンドで9点になっちゃったらどうするの？
That's not going to happen.
どうして？
Pi and Luna are playing against Tenyoji. He's only got one BP left, though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenyoji picked ally, they'd kill him. The same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and K, and Alice is BP.
ダメ！そんなの絶対にダメだよ。
I agree, but her BP is the same as Tenyoji's, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
じゃあアリスたちの投票先は裏切りで決まりだね。
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
だけどもしもディオが協力を選んだら
Then,
K の BP は9になるじゃん。
yeah.
なんだ。だったらやっぱり私の言った通りじゃない。 K の BP が9になったら3回目の AB ゲームは行われないわけで。
Well, that's not necessarily the case.
逆に言うと、誰かの BP が9以上になった時点でゲームは終了ということか？
その人が9の扉を開きさえしなければゲームは継続されるよ。
要するに K は目標値に達してもここに留まり続けると？
I don't know, but it's possible.
そんなのありえないって。
So how many rounds would it take to get everyone to 9 then? Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back. Okay, back to 4A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. A lot of people can escape now. It's really tells you how scary of a situation this is. Are we the last ones?
そうよ。
おい、クォークはどうしたんじゃ?
Tenyoshi's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
But その治療用ポッドとやらは本当に安心できる代物なのか?
多分ね。
多分?
No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
どっちなんじゃ? とにかくわしはクォークのことが気がかりじゃ。ヨツはその治療室とやらに案内してくれ。
でも。
大丈夫じゃ。投票の締め切り時刻までにはまだ20分はあるじゃろう。行って戻ってきても十分間に合う。
わかったよ。じゃあついてきて。
As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenyoshi followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door. Alright, you guys got some explaining to do.
何のことでしょう?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why you go and do something like that.
シグマ、よく見ろ。
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
私たちが全員で扉を開けたわけじゃないんですよ。
So you're saying only one person, or one pair, jumped the gun here?
そうだ。
Well then, who was it?
俺だよ、開けたのは。
So it was you. Figured as much.
別に問題ないだろう。お前らが戻る前に開けたって。
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal.
どうして？仮に締め切り時刻に間に合わなかったとしても、投票先が自動的に強力に設定されるだけで。
No, we're not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
なんだよこれ。
We found this in the treatment center.
私たちが入った部屋、減圧室にはありませんでしたね。
私たちが探索した食料庫にもありませんでした。
Well, whatever. You should really probably read it though.
ルールの補足 AB ゲーム編なんだウサ AB ゲームのあるラウンドにおいて対戦相手となるペア版ソロ版の双方が未投票のまま締め切り時刻を迎えてしまった場合、その双方にはペナルティが課せられちゃうんだウサ。言い換えるとペア版ソロ版の両者のうち少なくともどちらか一方は必ず投票を行わなければならないってことになるんだウサ。
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
わかったよ。悪かった。だが本当に知らなかったんだからしょうがないだろ。
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
当たり前じゃないか。何を言ってるんだお前は。
You're really making him act like this.
ところでシグマ、お前たちが探索したのは治療室なんだよな。
Yeah.
治療室というと、なんだか薬品の類が大量に保管されているようなイメージがある。そこにラジカル6の抗ウイルス薬、アクセラビルはなかったのか？
No, it's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods, and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
そうか。
Right.
だとするとポットにはラジカル6の感染症を治療する能力があると。
No, unfortunately.
無理なの？
Oh. Well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right, there's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
つまり私たちのうちの3人は氷漬けにされていた可能性があるということですか？
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
誰なのよその3人って。
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I don't really care. It didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen.
なあ、一つ確認させてくれ。
All that matters is
そのコー
Reader.
ルドスリープというのは人体を凍結保存する機能なんだよな。つまりクマやカエルが冬眠するのとは違って体をガチガチに凍らせるものだと。
Yeah, I think so.
すると心臓はどうなる？
What?
コールドスリープにかけられている間は停止することになるのではないか？
心臓が止まればその人のバングルは外れるようになってるんだおさ。
Oh, so if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
でその後すぐに解凍すりゃいいってわけか。
ポッドは3台あるって言ってたわよね。
だとすると9人で順番にそれを行ったとしても3回で済みますよ。
しかし皆さんはいいでしょうが、私は。
The armor.
まあなんとかなるんじゃない？とにかく行ってみましょう。話はそれからよ。
わかりました。
ちょっとコールドスリープの機能が使えなくなってるってどういうことよ？
すみません。
何もルナが謝ることはなかろう。単にゼロボスかゼロウサギが機能にロックをかけたというだけのことじゃ。
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
コールドスリープの機能使えたよね。
だからその後でゼロの野郎が細工したってことだろ。たく浮かれて損したぜ。
確かによくよく考えてみれば、コールドスリープを使ってバングルを外すなどという抜け道をゼロが見逃すはずはないですよね。
あるいは私が口に出してしまったのがまずかったのかもしれん。それをゼロウサギに聞かれてしまって。
いずれにせよ残念な結果になってしまいましたね。
I shouldn't have said anything.
残念。本当にそう思ってんのかよ。内心はホッとしてんじゃねえのか。お前のその体じゃコールドスリープにはかけられないかもしれねえからな。
なんてことを言うんですか。私は本当に。
Before Kate could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り10分です。プレイヤーは速やかに投票を済ませてください。所定の時刻までに投票を行わなかった場合、未投票者の選択は強力に設定されます。
ねえ、時間が迫ってるよ。そろそろ戻らないと。
わしはここに残るぞい。クォークを置いていくわけにはいかんからな。
おい、何を寝ぼけたこと言ってんだジジイ。そろばんであるあんたの対戦相手はファイとルナのペア。もしかしたら2人に殺されちまうかもしれないんだぞ。
わしの BP が1じゃからか。
そうだ。あんたが次のラウンドを棄権したら投票先は自動的に強力に設定される。だからファイとルナが裏切りを選んだら。
我々は裏切りなど選ばん。強力に投票するつもりだ。
ええ、初めからそのつもりでしたし、天明寺さんが棄権するのであればなおさらです。
ルナさんの BP も天明寺さんと同じく1ですから、本来であれば安全策をとって裏切りにとなるところですが、天明寺さんは強力で確定しているのですから、ルナさんたちも安心して強力を選べると。
ええ、
まあそういうことじゃ。わしはファイとルナを信じておる。必ず強力に投票してくれるとな。
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenyoshi, you take care of Quark.
お前さんに言われるまでもない。片時も目を離さずに見守っておるよ。
さあみんな、時間がないわ。行きましょう。
Back at the 4A warehouse, we opened the AV rooms.
投票の締め切りまで残り4分です。
Open all these. Two are not open. Alright, Clover, we should probably head into.
うん。
Two of the rooms did not open. Doors.
ねえシグ
So
マ
the betray
，B 階の
Quark
倉庫で言ったこと
and escape with Clover.
覚えてる？
You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this. Right?
あれ撤回してもいい？
Huh?
治療室で天明寺さんと話してちょっとだけ考えが変わったの。やっぱり私たちは協力を選んだ方がいいと思う。
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu or a German Shepherd. What happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
それは言えないの。
What? Why?
どうしても多分話しても笑われるだけだと思うし。
Ah, girl. I won't laugh.
本当に？
Promise.
でもやっぱり言えない。
Hey, come on.
それに約束もしちゃったし絶対に誰にも言わないって天明寺さんと。
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenyoshi doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
関係あるよ。だって天明寺さんにとってクォークは大切な存在だしクォークを裏切るってことは要するに天明寺さんを裏切るのと同じで。ほら覚えてない？赤、青、緑の CD に分かれて進むとき天明寺さんはこんなことを言ってたでしょ。
わしは今誰のこともと言ったが実は一人だけ信頼できる人間がおる。四つ葉じゃよ。とにかくお前さんならばクォークを安心して任せることができる。
私そんな風に言ってくれた人のこと裏切るなんてできないよ。
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on 4B.
だからあれは天明寺さんが何者なのか知らなかったからで。
Oh, so you're saying he knows who Tenyoshi really is?
天明寺さんが話してくれたことが本当だとしたらね。
投票の締め切りまで残り1分です。
シグマお願い協力を選んで。
You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
だってどうせ装置の前に駆け寄っても首根っこを掴まれて引きずり戻されるだけでしょ。力ではシグマにはかなわないもん。だから。
Alright. With that, I turn to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenyoshi. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster will take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse in 4B is true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose Betray, and it has 9 DP, I would be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
締め切りまで残り10秒です。
I am so disturbed by this whole situation. So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose
3、2、1。
ally. Oh.
アンビデックスゲーム第2ラウンド終了。結果は倉庫内のディスプレイに表示されます。お疲れ様でした。アンビデックスゲートを開放します。
This is bordering on being traumatizing.
シグマ、どっちを選んだの？
You didn't see me push the button?
うん。
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a white pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed. You really think how long this game can go on for? They probably have people betray just so they can make the game short. But, I mean, it might help if they made it longer in this case. Alright, good deal.
結果は以上のように確定しました。各自バングルの数字をご確認ください。
Let them fight. We survived. We're okay.
シグマ、協力を選んでくれたんだね。
Yeah, Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
ありがとう、シグマ。
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. So you guys chose ally too, huh?
当たり前じゃないか。天明寺の BP は1で、おまけに投票先は強力に設定されることが決まっていた。
There is good in the world.
裏切りなんて選べるはずがないだろう。
もしも私たちが裏切りに投票してしまったら、天明寺さんは。
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice K and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
ちょっと何考えてんのよ、ディオ。裏切りを選ぶなんて正気の沙汰とは思えないわ。私を殺そうとしたの？
別にそういうわけじゃ。
じゃあどういうつもりなのよ。もしもこっちが強力に投票してたら、私は今頃
バングルに仕込まれた注射器が作動し、命を失っていたでしょう。
だからそういうことだよ。アリスの BP は1だったから、お前らが協力を選ぶはずはないと思ったんだ。つまり状況から考えて、お前らが裏切りに投票することはほぼ確実だったわけで、それを知りながら協力を選ぶなんて自殺行為だろ。
あなたの BP は6もあるんだから死なないじゃない。
まあすぐには死なんだろうな。だがほとんど死刑宣告を受けたに等しい事態にはなる。しかもその宣告は俺だけに下されるものじゃない。K 以外の全員に下されるものだ。
どういうことよ。
わからないのか。お前らの投票先は裏切りでほぼ決まっていた。その状況で俺が協力を選んだら K の BP はどうなる？
6+3 で9
だろ。そうなったらもうゲームは終わりだ。人生も終わる。K は9の扉を開いてこの施設から出ていく。残りの8人はここに取り残されたまま不毛な一生を終えることになる。分かったか。だから俺は裏切りを選んだんだ。アリス、お前を含めて K 以外の全員を救うために。
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal, but before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut. How about we just remove the betray button for Dio?
アンビデックスゲートが閉鎖されました。アンビデックスゲーム第3ラウンドは星の回です。ゲートは星のマークが記されたカードキーにより解錠されます。なお、このカードキーの使用回数に制限はありません。これを用いることにより、アンビデックスゲートは無限に開放することができます。
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
星のカードキーを使えば何度でも AB ゲームができる、そういうことなんじゃない？
なあ、そういやゼロウサギがこんなこと言ってなかったか。
AB ゲートが閉まると同時にバングルの表示色が自動的にシャッフルされるようになってるんだよさ。それからソロとペアの区別もね。
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair, and Vi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining three are all solos. Kay is red, Dio's green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down in the 4B warehouse.
ああ、それなら聞いたよ。アリスたちのチームからこの倉庫でシグマと四つ葉を待っている間にな。
Yeah, so lay it out for us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Vi nodded and began to explain. Option A. Noji and Quark yellow pair up with me blue to open one door. Vi and Alice magenta pair up with Dio green to open another door. Luna and Clover cyan pair up with Kay red to open the last one.
おや、次はパターン A だけなのですか？
そうだ。白の第二扉を開くにはこの組み合わせ以外はありえない。ちなみに天明寺とクオークはこの場にはいないが、二人が黄色のペアであることは間違いないだろう。そうじゃないと青のソロであるシグマが誰とも組めないことになってしまうからな。
悪夢だわ。またしてもディオと組まなきゃいけないなんて。
アリスに夢はお似合いだろ。不思議の国を渡り歩いてきたんだから。
それでこれからどうしましょうか。白の第一扉が開放されるまでにはまだだいぶ時間があるみたいですけど。
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
とにかく気になるのはクオークの容体だな。ラジカル6の感染症はポットでは治療できないようだし。
ダメ元で抗ウイルス薬アクセラビルを探してみる？
そうだな。みんなも手伝ってくれるか？
もちろんです。
わかりました。
了解だよ。
しゃあねえな。俺も手を貸してやるよ。
シグマは？
Of course I'll help. What kind of a jerk wouldn't?
よし、それでは別れて捜索することにしよう。
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Kai, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
では CD 開放までの残り時間が10分になった時に B 階の倉庫に集合ということでよろしいでしょうか。
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
アリスさんとルナさんは治療室に行かれるんでしたよね。
ええ。
でしたら天明寺さんにもこのことを伝えておいてください。
わかりました。
それから集合時にはクオーク君を連れてくるのを忘れずに。病と戦っている最中にポットから出すのは気が引けますが、やむを得ないのです。クオーク君のバングルがなければシグマさんも天明寺さんも白の第二扉を開けなくなってしまいますからね。
了解よ。
さあ、そうと決まれば早速行動開始だ。行こう。
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
いや、正確に言うと減圧準備室だな。この部屋は2層構造になっていて、減圧室は下の方にあるらしい。
どうして知ってるの？
アリスから聞いたんだよ。アリスはこの部屋を探索した3人のうちの1人だからな。
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse? So now we can get out here, so...
そうだ。
Well, let's head downstairs then.
そうだね。
We can escape here. The door on the outside. So this is the real thing.
そうらしいな。
Why do they have something like this here?
これもアリスからの受け売りなんだが。
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
ほら、準備室の壁際にずらりと防護服が並んでただろ。あれはウイルスの感染を防ぐためのもので、あれを着てこの減圧室に入らないと外には出られないんだとさ。
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then that newspaper article was right.
残念ながらその可能性は高いと言わざるを得ないな。
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6.
ああ。
ねえ、もう一つ気になったことがあるんだけど、
Sure
聞い
it
てもいい？
is.
なんだ？
さっきのファイの話によると、防護服を着てこの減圧室に入れば外に出られるってことにならない？
ああ、それはダメらしい。減圧室の奥の方にある扉、がっちりと溶接されてて開かないみたいなんだ。
Oh. Just one door between us and freedom.
それを言うなら、Q の扉だって同じだろう。
Okay, yeah, but...
まあとにかく、今はアクセラビデを探す方が先だ。クオークを助けてやらないと。
そうだね。
それでは私は上の準備室の方を調べてみる。シグマと四つ葉はこの回を頼む。
Got it.
了解。
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. The Black Plague. Wait a minute, you mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
お前らウイルスが蔓延してるなんてニュース聞いたことがあるのか。
それはないけど。でも。
And then Alice said,
ウイルスがばらまかれるという情報なら耳にしたことがあるわ。
So what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
わかったよ。シグマは信用できる人みたいだし、教えてあげる。その代わり、私が言ったってこと、アリスには絶対内緒だからね。
Alright.
約束してくれる？
Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. I wonder what happened to Snake, too. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped, and we were all stuck into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building, and we'd been trapped in it as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the Nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had been to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. Didn't Allie escape with him? I don't. What happened to Allie again? I forgot. But things didn't go back to the way they've been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother, since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both of the last two Nonary games too. So anyway, we've been grabbed twice. But the people behind the two Nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though. So after that, all of these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second Nonary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first Nonary game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she brought in was an esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they pay us if we helped. It was a lot, more wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Nonary game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was that what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Nonary game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei, like 7, another participant from the second Nonary game. Akane, one of the people behind the second Nonary game. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. Maybe it's because you are who they are researching. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse. All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
Nani?
Well, first off, your, powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
どういうわけか、ここではダメみたい。最初に目覚めた時からお兄ちゃんに向かって必死にメッセージを送り続けてるんだけど。
No response?
近くに能力者がいれば共鳴作用を起こして力が増幅されるんだけど、ここではそれも期待できないしね。あ、でも
What?
私よりも能力の強い人がそばにいると力はその人に吸収されちゃったりもするんだ。だからもしかしたらって思ったけど、そんなわけないよね。
Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so anyway, moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right? Okay, so who are they?
それはそこまではさすがに言えないよ。
What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff, but this is too much.
だってアリスに怒られちゃうし。
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
でも
Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
それが分かれば苦労はしないって。
So you don't know?
判明してるのは近々行われるってことだけで。
But that could mean just about anything.
そうだね。来週のことかもしれないし、来月のことかもしれないし、来年のことかもしれないし、もしかしたら過去のことかも。
Wait, you mean they might have already released the virus?
だってそう考えたら辻褄が合うじゃん。この減圧室のことも新聞記事のことも、それから3人がコールドスリープにかけられてたって記録のことも。
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen, and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
嘘をついてるのかも。
Really? All 6 of them?
K の記憶喪失が本当だとしたら5人ってことになるね。あとそれからクォークも除かないと。
So you're saying Tenyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are aligned? I guess they are a little suspicious.
でしょ？
And what's their motive?
4人が嘘をついた目的？知らないよ、そんなの。
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
愚民どもを浄化するためだって聞いたことがあるけど。
Purifying the unclean.
ちょっと待って。愚民。
Unclean how? What are you doing?
うるさい！黙ってて。何か思い出しそうなの。愚民。
She looked up, suddenly excited.
ステログミン。
Oh. Yo, what?
もう忘れちゃったの？これのことだよ。
Oh, as she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. Oh, it was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh, right, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right? Oh.
そう。
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you. Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before? Oh.
だからそれを思い出したんだよ。
You remembered.
お兄ちゃんから聞いたことがあるの。ステログミンはコリンエステラーゼ阻害薬、つまり
Oh.
筋弛緩薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤になるんだって。
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, but I still don't get it.
こ
Oh.
れ以上分かりやすくしようがないでしょうが。
Oh. Oh.
ああ、もう分かったよ。
It works for
そ
that.
れじゃあもう一
Oh.
回言うからね。この注射銃に装填されてる薬ステログミンは筋弛緩薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤になるの。理解した？
Tubocurarine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
そう。ペナルティを課せられた人に注射される2番目の薬。
まずはマントレインを注ぎ込んで意識を失わせ、その9分後にハイメトリンを注入して呼吸筋を麻痺させる。
That's it.
文字通り
Got it. Okay, that's how he'll save himself there. Okay. So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
だから何度も言わせないでよ。そうだってば。
That's how Sigma can save himself in the ending, in that one ending. So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized.
うん。
That's it.
死ななくても済むんだ。助かるんだよ。ただしトリガーを引けるのは1回だけだから。
That means we can only use it on one person. Oh.
そうなるね。
Oh. It's just one. Oh. Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
一番有効なのはQ の扉に潜り込むことだよ。誰かが目標値に達した時に Q の扉を開くでしょ。その時にこの薬を持っていれば自分の BP が Q に満たなかったとしても扉の先に進むことができるんだ。とにかくこのことをアリスに伝えてくる。
What? Hey, Clover, wait. Clover. It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Fi, where did Clover go? Fi, can you hear me? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed, and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? I grabbed the shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. I headed for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. I turned back around and jogged out the door, toward the treatment center. Uh. This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but... the room was empty. Luna and Tenyoji were gone too. They left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine. Guess it's time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. What the? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait, there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. I'm so... into the room stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. I don't know what happened this time. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No. What happened? I felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea. I couldn't tell. My legs went limp, and I crumbled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand, and I looked down to see blood. What happened here? A vast warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. We were all doing good. Why? This can't be real. How could we were all still alive? What even happened this time? Oh god. In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh were bodies. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes with too much. They got infected with the virus, right? Tell me who was who. Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died, this tiny blade. Oh, this is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck, as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs. Okay, look. I mean, I believe viruses that make your immune system shut down, make you weak and all that, and drew it across my throat, but not a virus that makes you commit suicide. That's what. uh, sure. Okay. Uh. Ow. Clover and oh, that's Clover's end. Oh no, rip! They all died. She doesn't even get to get out in her ending because they all die. Oh, rip. Uh. Okay, betray. Clover girlfriend ending. I don't know. Okay, now we know that they did get out. Didn't seem to push the button. Oh, they really did just do this. Oh, did they? And they're stuck too, right? Don't tell me this is the Clover girlfriend ending. This is so messed up.
それってもう裏切りを選んだって言ってるようなもんじゃん。
Oh no. I grinned and headed toward the display.
アンビデックスゲーム第2ラウンドの結果を発表します。一同画面にご注目ください。
This is actually what happens. That is very funny, actually. No! It's the Clover girlfriend ending.
結果は以上のように確定しました。各自バングルの数字をご確認ください。
四つ葉、これは一体どういうこと？
ごめん。でも投票したの私じゃないんだ。
シグマなのね。シグマ、どういうことなのか説明してくれる？
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
なんだと？
四つ葉さんも一緒に？
This is how it happens.
私は
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. Yeah, but he's just going across the middle floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
おい、待て!
No, he'd have to do better than shout if he wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall. The unlocking device was right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. Poor monsters. Poor Quark. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
くそ！あの野郎マジで開きやがった。
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to die.
嘘つくな！口元が緩んでるじゃねえか。
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
おいみんな！奴をこのまま行かせちまっていいのか？
ダメよ。許せないわ。病人であるクオークが投票できないのをいいことに裏切りを選ぶなんて。そんなのあまりにも卑怯よ。
同感だな。
私もそう思います。
よし、それじゃ決めた。奴をとっ捕まえるぞ。いいな。
分かったわ。
了解だ。
任せてください。
Hey now, don't do anything you'll regret. So long, suckers. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me, then.
観念しろ、シグマ。行け
I spun back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it. Or at least I tried. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse.
9の扉が開放されました。9の扉閉鎖まで残り9秒です。
Let me go! Let go of me! I could feel something huge, heavy, and metal pressed against my back. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. The door only opens once if I don't.
分かってるわ。四つ葉、行きなさい。私たちの中で BP が目標値に達してるのはあなたしかいないの。つまりあなたしかこの先には進めないってこと。
でも
これは上官の命令よ。あなたが外に出て助けを呼んでくるの。
そんな。
いいからしのごの言わずに行きなさい。扉が閉まったらもう終わりなのよ。誰一人ここを出ることはできなくなるわ。だから。
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrow and quickly, but was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
分かったわ。それじゃ仕方がないわね。
I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
お願い、助けを呼んできて。頼んだわよ。
アリス！アリス！アリス！
9の扉を閉鎖しました。これにてノナリーゲームは終了となります。お疲れ様でした。なお、ゲームの終了に伴い、施設内にある9の扉以外のすべての扉は開放されます。どうぞごゆっくりとお過ごしください。残りの余生をこの施設の中で。
It'd be really funny if they actually both got out. The Clover girlfriend ending. Bye.